time you stop calling me baby.
But why?
A full-grown man like me, you're calling me baby. Baby is for toddlers.
Baby, stop all of this. This is what boys call their babes.
Boo. Babe. What do you mean by boo and babe? Look, we're in this relationship together. You compromise with me, I compromise with you.
What else do you want me to call you?
Yeah. You can call me Odogo, Ebedike, Ifekego, Ogadagidi.
Ogada, what? Come on now, baby, those are local names.
Look, what do you mean by local names? These are names that will make money flow from my pocket into your pocket. This is the way you should call me. Afame Otego, not boo, babe.
Baby, are you really serious right now?
There you go again, calling baby. Stop calling me baby. I don't like it. I'm a full-grown man.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl talk with Frosh, and today guys I bring you another new movie. The name of this movie is called Loving Agency, and this movie is starring Kanayo Kok, Sandra Okunzuwa, Mayowa Adewumi, who is Mayor Frosh. He went to Big Brother, yes. Uzodinma Esther, Anslem Ome, Chukwuebuka Okorie, alongside other amazing actors, actresses, and the entire cast and crew. So let's get into the story. Now, this story is about an older man. I think he's in his late 60s, sorry, early 60s, and he's a widower. He has 3 kids, and for some people, when they lose a spouse, they entail their entire world around their kids. Now, he's a doting father. He dotes on his kids. He loves his kids. Now, his first son is a grown young man who ends up being the CEO of his company, and his first son decides to get married. His younger son also is a DJ and gets like a big job in Texas, so he goes to Texas, and his daughter decides to pursue her masters in the UK. So all his kids are gone, and this man who had all his kids around him suddenly finds himself lonely without anyone. So on one of those occasions he was talking to his friend of his, and his friend was advising him like, don't you think it's time to like get somebody, remarry, like, and everything. And he was like, he didn't just want to marry anybody, he wants to marry for love. He basically doesn't just want to marry like a random person. He wants to marry somebody who loves him, and he who likewise he would genuinely love too. So um, one day he decides to go for jogging, and he sees a beautiful young girl whose name is Beauty in the movie. Beauty is Sandra Okunzuwa. So he sees Beauty, and immediately he falls head over heels in love with Beauty, and he falls down. And Beauty sees him and decides to help him up. She takes him to his house. They call his nurse, and she takes care of him. So she decides to come see him the next day to like check up on him and make sure he's all right. And while doing that, a blossoming romance bloomed between the both of them. Now, it's important to note that while this love was blooming, his children were not around. Okay, his children, they are living their respective lives in their respective cities. So he's falling heads over heels in love with Beauty, and Beauty also is falling heads over heels with him. Now it gets to the time where they decide, okay, that they want to take their relationship to the next step, and Mr. Greg, who is Kanayo, decides to go see Beauty's parents to ask for her hand in marriage, and they were not having it because they were like, their daughter is just 24, and KOK who is Mr. Greg is like 60 something years old. Now how would their daughter be dating somebody that he's old enough to be her father? And they weren't having it. So he left with his friend who he came to ask for her hand in marriage with. Then, on the other hand, Beauty on one of the occasions was in Mr. Greg's house, and his son, who is in Texas, the DJ, who happens to be me, your Fresh, comes into the house and sees her, and he's like, "Who the heck are you?" And she's like, "I'm Mr. Greg's girlfriend. I'm Greg's girlfriend." And he's like, "Greg, who is Greg?" When he realizes that Greg is his father, he wasn't having it. His other siblings too, they weren't having it because they were like, how would such a young girl, a young, beautiful girl, decide to date their father if it's not for money, or if it's not that she just wants to use him and take advantage of him? But with time, the both families realized that okay, these two people they genuinely love each other, and it's not for just for the money or just because of loneliness. Okay. Another thing I enjoyed about the movie was the fact that Mr. Greg, who is Kanayo, was trying to keep up with Beauty's energy. You know, Beauty is a Gen Z, and Gen Zs we like to have so many things we're doing, be involved in so many things, what things that our parents didn't see as really important, like going out all the time, watching movies, sip and paint, maybe go-karts. Like we love to be very social. And Mr. Greg wasn't understanding why Beauty was like doing all these things. And also like we love texting, we love video calling and all that. And the older generation don't really get it. And I was glad that he was, in as much as he would complain a lot about the things she would say she wants to do, but he tries as much as possible to meet up with her energy. And she, on the other hand, she tries to conform to certain things because she also had to realize that okay, this man, first of all, is no longer as young as I would want him to be. And at the other time, he comes from an older generation that they do not really understand certain things. And it was so beautiful to see. Now, what I learned from this movie is, first of all, it's never too late to find love. And but I am reluctant to something. And I would like to get your opinions on this. Okay, now we all know that Mr. Greg is like 60 something and Beauty is like 24. Now, in a country like Nigeria, this kind of relationship is not frowned upon. We've seen so many instances of this kind of thing happening. A big example is from Regina Daniels and her husband Ned Okonkwo. Okay, so we've seen it happening and it's not frowned upon. But when it now turns out that it's an older woman and a younger guy, it is greatly frowned upon in Nigeria. I don't know about any other place, but in Nigeria, it is greatly frowned upon. So, what is your take on that? Don't you think that what applies to the man should also apply for the woman? As they would always say, what is good for the goose is also good for the ganga, or is it ganja? So, guys, what do you think about this thing I just said? Now, I want to take one quick comment from somebody that has watched it. This person said, so Kanayo is this funny. There's a way Greg brings out the glow in Beauty. The chemistry in their eyes is amazing, and surprisingly, Sandra was the best choice for this role. Let's applaud the professionalism in the chef, the way Greg responded to the hawk. Wow, the patience in responding to treatment very well. Indeed, this is true love. Age is just a number. See how they glow together. Wonderful movie, all roles well played. Hmm, I think so too. I think KOK really took his time in picking out the actors and actresses for this role. I think they all did well. They all did amazing. Even Mayor Frosh, even though I saw bits and pieces of where he was shaky, but I think he did amazingly well. I don't know if this is his first movie, but if this is it, he actually did very well. So, guys, if you want to watch this movie, don't forget the name of this movie is called Loving a Gen Z, and you can watch it on Kanayo TV. And also, I am also putting it out in all my videos now that I am open to endorsements, I am open to adverts. If you want me to advertise your product, please head over to my Gmail. My Gmail is on my bio. Okay, let me call it out now. The Gmail is precious at gmail.com. You can reach out to me and we'll work out something beautiful. Okay, thank you very much, and see you guys on the next one. Bye.